Welcome back to Hermitcraft Season 11. Something absolutely horrific has happened to my viewing area, but I'm going to try my best to ignore it. I hope you've all been having a wonderful holiday season. I've been spending a lot of time with friends and family, but now it's time to return to my Minecraft family. Well, it's very early in the morning right now. Nobody's online. But Hermitcraft, the multinational, dysfunctional family, is calling, and I have some farms to build. It's time to do a good old-fashioned time crunch episode. It appears I've got a shulker box from XP Crafted. Two diamond blocks and a silk touch pickaxe with mending, which I don't currently have. This is a big win. Oh my goodness, I've got another gift. Oh my goodness, Tango. I mean, I really appreciate it. You can use my wheat farm anytime. What did he do to it to deserve such a payment? I don't think I want to know. Anyway, as I was saying, time crunch episode. See that in the top left-hand corner? 12 hours. 12 hours to build as many cool farms as I can. First things first, I want myself one of these. What is this thing? Cub has built himself a tiny iron farm, and it seems to be doing the work. So what have you got going on here? We've got a handful of villagers. We've got a handful of beds, places that they can stand. They're in sight of the zombie. I will say I've stood up here for around about 5 minutes and no iron golems have spawned. And these guys don't seem to be panicking. So either it's turned off or is mildly broken. Either way, maybe I should look to do something slightly different. I sincerely hope there are still a handful of villagers over in this village. Yes, there are. This is relatively close to where my creeper farm is. So as long as I can trap these guys in here, I should have access. We started off pretty strong there, but I can see no other villagers. Definitely not ideal. Are there any others near to my creeper farm? Yes, this is looking good, and this is still connected to the ocean. Okay, we have villagers, and I can start getting them into boats. This should connect us back to the area, and hopefully I shouldn't have to cross too much land with this guy. Oh no, I may have spoken too soon. We seem to be landlocked. After a little reconnaissance mission, it turns out I actually need to go up and away from my farms before looping back around and connecting to the ocean. Just a small canal is required to connect up this river to the ocean, and we are now cruising. Villager number 1 has been stored. Villager number 2, I'm going to pinch from this one over here. My lone villager that I have stored up in this area. That was easy. With this guy, I'll have enough to make a villager breeder, which may be a smart move. They are all in place. I'm going to quickly refresh my memory on villager breeder designs, as having access to more of these would give me more options for iron farms. 10 minutes of research later, I think I know what I'm doing. I have almost all of the resources required. I just need a handful more beds. Now I just have to wait for all of this to smelt. And now it's time to build our first farm. I just need to make a 9x9 area, then surround it in glass, do a little bit of tilling of the soil, place in a whole bunch of carrots, and the area that our villagers are going to be chilling in is now completed. So now it's just this area over here where they're going to be dropping out. This trapdoor will allow them to pathfind over it. This trapdoor will stop the adults escaping. This fence gate will allow me to turn the farm on or off. I really hope I'm doing everything correctly here. I think I'm doing all of this right. We've got beds that the villagers will be able to pathfind to. This is where the baby villagers are going to go. Then I need to do some funky bits with slabs to make sure that the baby villagers grow through the slabs. Adult villagers should fall out onto this block here. I need to cover up all of this. And then I should be able to transport my villagers out using this. In theory, we should now be done. Oh, and I based this design on the design that I used in Hermitcraft Season 10, which is based on the design by Raiseworks. This is a very extreme zoom. I am hoping this seems like a smart way of doing things. Just gradually pushing him up and trying not to die by drowning or drowned. Oh! Oh, that was bad. Oh, and I could be in a death loop. These things are serious. Where's all my stuff? What on earth? Oh, no. Oh, no. This could actually be a problem. All I need is I just need an elytra, and then I need my rockets. That is all that I would be needing. Where are they? Why can I not find my rockets? Oh my goodness. Ow. Oh. Oh. This is so difficult. Why am I so... Oh no. Why? No. Surely I must be able... No! No! My villagers! Oh, gosh! Oh, it's all coming wrong! Ah! No, I'm upset. Oh, I hate everything. There's no way. Everything is rubbish. I'm having no fun now. Nah, I'm having no fun. I can't kill this thing. I swear I can only find one thing at a time. Just let me take off. I'm so upset. So as a post-tragedy report, I think what happened there is, well, I died a bunch. So that's the first thing I can report. But also, I think this guy here, he was pushed up into the range of the one with the trident, and then the trident one got him, and then he killed off all of the villagers. It's just terrible timing. So we now have a villager breeder with no villagers. I sincerely hope I left enough villagers here. Okay, let's try this again then. Things seem to be going at least marginally better, and I think our villager is almost up at the right height. We are getting there. We are definitely getting there. Nice. And nice. He is now farming. Everything's looking good. I now have my next villager in position, and it's time to start lifting him up. And it should just be one more block to be moved into the farm, and everything is sorted. Now I'm going to throw a few extra stacks of carrots into both of these. Oh my goodness, that was quick. Are we about to get a baby villager? It's working. It's definitely working. This is good. That's much quicker than I expected. And now I'm hoping this little guy should try and make his way along and over to here. My keyboard's run out of charge. But it's working. I have no ability to move, but it is working. I can't stop recording. Oh no. What type of charger does this need? Oh, it needs a lightning charger. Okay, I should be in business. Yes, this is looking correct. So now I can remove whatever this is, and we can start work on the next piece of the puzzle, which is the iron farm. So with my newly established ability to get large quantities of baby villagers, I mean, it literally just happened behind me. And with a pillager area over by my base, which in theory means I should be able to transport a pillager, I actually think that building a regular iron farm is probably a smart idea. Oh my goodness, these guys are at it again. I think there's another baby just popped out. The baby skiz noises will never get old for me. Okay, I don't think I'm going to build the iron farm on top of my creeper farm. I think I'm going to build it off in this direction, and I have now gathered all of the resources required to build it. So I think it's time for us to get going. Now I'm hoping by the time we make it over to the creeper farm, this guy's crossbow should have run out of power. I've made it to the ocean. My guy is still blasting. Surely it has to be almost done by now. Oh, we just got our first adult villager pop through the system. Well, that's exciting. Oh, did I hear that? Yes? Yes! Oh, finally! Oh my goodness, those things are crazy! They are absolutely savage! Oh, it turns out my villager breeder has stopped working because I forgot an essential part of the design. Yes, okay, he has a workstation now. I've also built all of this one block too high, which is stopping our villagers from being able to get in. So let's move this guy out of the way. Now everything should be fully functional. I think I'm going to build my iron farm over on this side of the sugarcane farm, as far away from the breeder as I can possibly get it, while still feeling like parts of the same build, mainly because I'm not entirely sure how far away my iron farm has to be from my villager breeder. I wouldn't want these two builds tangling up with one another. Finally, construction is beginning. I've got my killing area worked out. I have just run out of glass, but at least my villager farm is now working again. Life always seems a little bit more scary when lava is involved. Now I need to start making my way up and building the funnel, which is going to funnel the iron golems into this killing chamber. This should be the hole that they fall through. Now I've got my platform all sorted, so I just have to wait under my flapping geese for the glass to smelt. Is this what 5 hours of work should look like? Honestly, I'm not sure. Am I having a good time though? Absolutely. Did I accidentally reset my timer between those two clips, so then have to readjust it? Yes. Is it marginally concerning that I managed to press F6 whilst trying to go through my inventory? Very much so. Did it take me approximately 2 minutes to come up with saying that? Yes. That's the problem with having a timer on your screen. It becomes very clear when you've taken time to think of something interesting to say. My pillager cell is in place. The villager cells go one block higher than the pillager cell. A little bit of string, which of course I forgot. And this should hopefully do the trick. String, and then carpets on top. and we have got one of the areas that the villagers are going to be chilling. Or should I say living in constant fear and panic. That is panic module number 2 done, panic module number 3, and that should just about do it in terms of building. So now it's time to start transporting the mobs. An activity that I famously absolutely love and I'm incredibly talented at. I'm starting to regret my prudence in regards to distance away from the villager breeder. Goodness gracious me, quite the roller coaster. I've done precisely 0 mathematics or measuring of where I'm placing in these powered rails. I'm just going to eyeball it and hope for the best. Although I am mildly concerned that I've reached the top of the slope with 5 left, given I started with 11. That doesn't seem like anywhere near enough, but I suppose we're about to find out. Goodness me! Okay, he barely made it round the first turn. Definitely didn't make it round the second turn. I mean, what happens if I just increase the quantity of powered rails there? Yep, okay, yeah, we're gonna need more. Surely! I'll save you from the experience of watching me do this 20 times over. Go on! Go on! Yes! Finally! Okay, we have a villager up at the top here. Now, my method of getting him in is going to be to drop him down and then break the minecart. Perfect. Perfection. My next method may be slightly different, but this seems like a pretty smooth operation so far. I've placed a bunch of blocks around the villager, so hopefully I should be able to break this, then break this. Falls into place. Excellent news. No dramas. This should be our final villager for that area, and that has all gone remarkably smoothly. I know all of these villagers are making skiz-based noises, but there's no way they're related. It would not be going this smoothly if skiz was involved. I now have 3 down here, so we're moving on to the 3rd one. And at this point, I'm starting to run low on villagers. I'm hoping one of these should be due to grow up anytime soon, and then I can at least get this quarter done. But I guess one way that I can definitely kill time is getting the pillager into position. Oh, that is absolutely perfect timing. I literally just popped down and the big villager popped out. So that should be that. 3 in there. The truly precious cargo, however, is of course the pillager, because it took a long time for his bow to run out. I'm hoping I can just hop in this, ride him over to here, push him up into position, give him a scary name. That's good. Hopefully he doesn't despawn now. Break the boat. Wonderful. I would say things are going well. I will say I probably could have done a better job at preparing for this part. Oh no! Oh gosh, this could be a problem. Nice. Yes. Yes. Good. Yes. Now I just need to power this. And he will be on the move. Hopefully he'll bounce back and forth a little bit. Gaining momentum gradually. No! Oh gosh. I mean, he's in the minecart now, right? So we can do what we want. This is just the worst possible way that you could move something. Come on. Come on. Right, I need to time this well, because he's going to bounce up like this. And then I can try and break this power. And yes, there we go. There we go. Is he actually going to make it? Yes! Okay, yes, he has made his way to the top. This is excellent news. This is excellent news. I hope I haven't messed up the top section. Otherwise, this is going to be awful. Okay, I think we're safe. Break this. Good stuff. Things are looking good. And just get in the gap. Yes! We have the scary fella. I think the scary fella is in place. It really feels like he can fly out of this, but I trust Nembomb's design. I'll be honest, I don't seem currently that fussed by him. I don't remember there being a warm-up time for these things, but maybe once it warms up a little bit, you know, maybe it will start going. I knew this was going too smoothly. I really don't understand what's going on. I guess it could be a bed ratio thing, so I'll wait for these guys to grow up. They're definitely panicking because they're not staying in bed, so that's good. I think once we get the final villagers in, it will start working. Oh, what? I told you, it was all going too smoothly. Here comes the moment of truth. Big villager is being sent up into the iron farm. And if I don't begin to see iron golems spawning soon, then that is going to be a cause for concern. Here goes. Is there something that I'm not familiar with? I've built loads of iron farms. Why is this one not working? It's the skiz noises, isn't it? Skiz has ruined it. None of these ones are trying to sleep. Is that the reason? Oh, I thought that might be the case. I placed The bed's the wrong way round. Okay, how should I fix this? Block here. Block here. Yes, yes. Block here. Nice. Slabs under the blocks on all the edges. Because all of these strings are going to break. Okay. And then blocks under all the beds. I can start breaking beds now, I hope. Place the beds facing in the correct directions. Am I there? Yes. I think I've pulled it off. Yes, I have pulled it off. Fantastic, fantastic, okay, but definitely suboptimal. I've also realized I have to be extremely careful of time of day because if I do this at the wrong time of day, they could get into the bed and then get out the bed and end up somewhere where I don't want them to be. Ooh, the way they're sleeping is looking promising. Yes, 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 yes. Excellent news. That is so crazy that such a small change would fix things. The first iron from the farm is being produced right now. Amazing. Oh, and we got the double spawn. Fantastic. So that means the two that I fixed are now up and running. So just these two need to get fixed now. That should be the third module all fixed. And the fourth module now all fixed as well. Perfect. Well, that was a little bit of drama that we didn't need. So now let's dismantle this great railway. Make sure the items are actually getting picked up by the chest down at the bottom, which they are. Add a single lightning rod over in this area here to stop our villagers turning into witches. What? That was a brand new lightning rod. Oh, yeah. 4 golems. All the farms are working beautifully. I've got sugarcane, I've got golems, I've got creepers, I've got villagers, and I've got 5 hours left. But for all of my next projects, I needed a bunch of iron, so it was time to go AFK. Oh no, this doesn't look good. That is extremely frustrating. Okay, no, it doesn't actually matter that much. Wow. Wow, wow, the top one's filled as well. Oh my goodness, I almost filled up my entire storage system in one evening. Also, just out of curiosity, okay. Yes, we are also rolling in sugarcane as well. This is fantastic. My gunpowder storage has been full since day 1 of building the farm. And oh gosh, I have a literal cube of villagers. It's amazing how normal the Skiz villager noises now seem to be. Next farm on the agenda, infinite wood, which effectively means a big old bamboo farm. So I need a bunch of dirt to place all of the bamboo on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Do we have custom clouds? Do we have custom clouds on this server? I normally use the Better Clouds mod, but then it hadn't been updated when I did my mods, and then I haven't done it since. That definitely says Hermitcraft 11, doesn't it? I like to think that's Mojang official. I should cloud watch more often. I did see in the comments that when I had finished building up my creeper farm, there was a perfect creeper cloud above it, which is extremely fitting. And I can promise you I didn't plan that. However, once I finish my bamboo farm, you best believe I'm hoping for some bamboo-shaped clouds. This flying machine is 20 blocks across and it functions. So that's how wide our bamboo farm is going to be. I think it makes much more sense to make this one as wide as possible, but also not that long, because bamboo grows really quite tall, and there's a high chance that I will fully fill up hopper minecarts if I make it too long. So something of this sort of size should hopefully do the trick. This place is really starting to take shape. Now, one thing I'm not entirely certain on is how I'm going to craft up all of the bamboo, because I do want to have an auto-crafting system, but I think bamboo is fairly frustrating to auto-craft because there's so many things that it can be turned into. It can be turned into sticks, it can be turned into planks, it can be turned into bamboo logs. In fact, what? Hang on. I think it's time we pop into the redstone testing world. Right, if I put bamboo into here... How do you... Okay. And then it can also make sticks. All right. So I can have... Oh, this is quite easy then. I can have entire lines of just redstone clock powering crafters. And then I can block off this part of the crafter. And now it should just output planks. I'm hoping. If I dump a bunch of things in here... Yeah, this is perfect. I can't personally see how this could go wrong. So there'll be one of these for every 2 lines of the machines. That means that we'll have 10 of those in total. They'll spit out all of the items into a water stream. Then that water stream will connect up to a storage system and a little diversion bit so we can separate fuel. That will then allow me to automatically power my super smelter, which ideally I will get constructed today. However, as I'm doing this, I'm also thinking about how much I'd really like a good cobblestone generator. Cobblestone is one of those things in late game Minecraft that you need large quantities of, but often don't really have because of the prevalence of silk touch. My current goal is to solve as many of these problems as early as possible, so for the rest of the season I can focus on pure whimsy. I want to have all of the farms I need. I want to be spending as few diamonds as possible so that I have plenty of diamonds available to spend them on the cool things instead of the things that I need. I want all of my resources organized and at hand so that I can easily access them. I'd like the ability to construct most things without having to do large-scale resource gathering missions. Do you think Mojang knew when they added the iron golem that people were going to turn it into iron farms? Like, I'm sure they consider farming potential now because the precedent has been set, but do you think when they added the iron golem they thought things like this would happen? One thing that I would absolutely love is an automated way to get nether quartz. And gold, to be honest. And redstone. It has been a very long time since I built a witch farm. I'm definitely getting ahead of myself, and I definitely wouldn't be able to build that within 4 hours. All of my crafters are in. Now it's time to start getting all of the hoppers in, which should be arranged a little bit like this. Nice. That is all looking good. And from there, I need 20 observers. And this little auto-crafting system is now all up and running. It is extremely nice being able to craft rails without looking at stack numbers. Now, this may be wishful thinking, but I wonder if I can do this without a powered rail in the middle. I might need one extra booster here, but otherwise I think it should be able to make it. Let's see. Oh, I mean, it's more than fine. Like, totally more than fine. I don't even know if we need this one. Okay, this isn't looking quite so promising, but they have a lot of inertia, don't they? It's I mean, it might be the perfect size. Look, we'll give it a go. We'll see what happens. Turns out I greatly underestimated how many rails I would need. My flex about not having to look at how many I'm crafting actually wasn't quite as good as I thought it was. I now have one field of rails. So now it is time to turn it into a field of dirt. Slightly less exciting, but much more useful. Now I think I'm going to be a little bit smart with this one. I'm going to utilize the redstone clock from our sugarcane farm to also trigger the bamboo farm. And then I'm going to have the minecarts at this end, so they only travel off when the flying machine reaches the end, which is way smarter than this system that I've got over here, which is the minecarts triggering as the flying machine travels off, and then triggering again as the flying machine returns. It means that our minecarts are doing a lot of junk miles. They're doing a lot of miles where they're not actually picking up anything. I think this system is going to be smarter. I'm incredibly impressed at how fast everything is coming together here. I swear there is something about putting a timer on the screen for me which makes me significantly more focused, apart from when it comes to Minecraft speedrunning, and then it's a problem. This should be everything for the flying machine. This should hopefully do the trick for the return system for the flying machine. Everything should now be all connected up. This clock fires this flying machine. Flying machine goes to the end, bounces back. Hopper minecarts all travel off, pick up the items. Items get shot out. Oh my goodness. Oh, I forget that I have actually activated this thing and it is now running. Okay, well, we know that the flying machine works and we know that that is activating correctly. I am extremely curious, firstly, to see if the return system works, which it doesn't, but the minecart system does seem to be working, and that is perfect. As always, there is just an errant block that has caused a problem that is now back functional. So now let's head off in search of some bamboo. Not quite the quantity that I had hoped for, but you know, it is a start. And you know what? That's a start that might genuinely do me for the farm. The bamboo is ridiculous. Now for the time being, I don't have enough furnace fuel. I need to do the item pickup system. Oh my goodness, otherwise all the items would have just been dumped into the ocean. Oh no. I'm going to have to do something slightly strange with this system to make sure that no items can get stuck in the water streams. So I'm hoping something like this should work. Does this actually work? Like, if an item is out here, I guess it will zip by. And yeah, it makes its way out. I mean, it's not the most efficient item transport system, but it means that there's no ice or anything that the items could get stuck on. Oh, I'm glad to see that Decked Out 3 isn't going to be hard then. I mean, there's just simply not enough wardens. Oh, this is a mistake. Oh my goodness, this effect lasts way longer than you would think it does. I'm incredibly proud of my brain though. I associate Tango with ice, and that seems to have been effective. Nice. We are sorted. The items will fly around this corner here, align themselves with this edge, go over these hoppers, and they will all make their way into these double chests that are submerged. This should hopefully be the last functional wood I ever have to gather. All of this should prevent any of the bamboo flying off into the ocean. I did think I may be able to gather it using hoppers going down into the crafters, but the minecarts run into these blocks, so that wouldn't work. So instead, all of those items will be destroyed using lava. Oh no. My new strategy, which is almost certainly smarter, is to move the items out towards the edges and then send them into the end crafters there. There's a small amount of wastage, but it's not much. I'm on to the finishing touches now. I'm fixing up all of the minecarts. Finally, the bamboo is going in. But I gotta say, that was not a bad estimate of how much bamboo I would need. This industrial area is starting to look more and more industrial by the second. Oh my goodness. There is nothing more satisfying than a bamboo farm running. I mean, sugarcane farms are pretty cool, but they're so much less dramatic than bamboo farms. And it looks like my little bamboo pickup system over here is working pretty nicely as well. Just these ones are being wasted, but that is way better than before. And it doesn't look like I need to build a glass casing or anything. We are getting wood. Look at all of this free wood. This is one harvest coming in, and I have stacks of the stuff already. So with just 2 hours left to go, there's a few more things that I want to construct. I think it's time we build that super smelter. But first, I have just been AFK for 15 minutes while I made myself a cup of coffee, and I am extremely curious where we're at wood-wise. I love having access to this. Bamboo wood and auto crafters, probably some of the best updates, at least in recent years in Minecraft. I'm back to gathering cobblestone again. I actually could not be happier. For hopper and chest intensive builds, there is just nothing better. There's nothing better. This is perfect. I'm hoping I've left enough space in this gap here to fit in a 23 furnace super smelter. Something like this is looking pretty good. Nice, okay. And then these are going to be all of the fuel hoppers. And then these are going to be all of the item hoppers. Now, I think I'm actually going to make use of an old Mango design for this one. I was considering using minecart rails, but I don't have that many powered rails. And this design is super smart, it's super reliable, despite the fact that it's 8 years old. What? I remember when this was cutting edge. I must admit, I am regretting building it quite so close to all of the villagers. I don't know if I can ever hear Skiz grunts again. It does feel incredibly nostalgic, though, to be watching an Mango tutorial. I have missed his voice. I swear there was a point in history where the Hermitcraft server was essentially fueled by Mango. We are getting there. I think all of the item distribution for the smelting items is done. So now it's time for me to do the fuel side of things. I'm extremely thankful to Tango for his redstone. I think everything should now almost be done. It's just these final few blocks here. Hopefully everything should now be working. Yes, that looked good. And all of the furnaces should have a single plank inside of them. Yep. Fuel is being evenly distributed. So now if I was to throw a bunch of sand into here, everything should be functional. And all of the furnaces should kick into action all at once. Yes. And then we should get a nice even stream of glass running out the back of this thing. Perfect. This all seems to be functioning nicely. And there we go. One full stack of glass. Nice and easy. We have just over 1 hour left. What do I want to do? There is a pretty juicy looking gap right about here. We may overrun, but I think it's time we build the cobblestone generator. It's time to go back to Mango once again. Does this design still function? I mean, I'm extremely curious. I mean, it's looking good. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. This is exactly what I need, except I think I only need half of it. I could genuinely watch these items go down this toilet bowl of stone forever. Just look how satisfying that is. I'm just going to start building. I'm not going to slow down at all. I'm going to see how much I can do within the allotted time. Can I solve infinite cobblestone for the rest of the season within 1 hour? If I can, that's honestly disappointing for previous seasons. I mean, I'm amazed at how many problems I've solved for future self within just 12 hours. This is going to be the most stress-free season of Hermitcraft I've ever had. I don't think I've ever been this set up so early on, and it hasn't even taken that much effort. The toilet bowl should be all completed. This will flush all of the items down this middle gap. Okay, I have to be a little bit careful with placing in the water sources. Okay, I think I've got this worked out. One in there, one over here. Nice. I'm running low on cobblestone for the construction of my cobblestone farm. This is not going to be enough. I need a cobblestone farm for my cobblestone farm. This is where our cobblestone is going to be generated. This is where the pistons are going to push off that stone. The water flows in from each one of these sides here, and then I guess I should probably put a layer of stone here. Nice. Okay, should I put the water in now? I mean, I suppose so. Then on top of all these pistons, this is where our redstone lines go that are going to be powering the pistons. And then I think, if I'm not mistaken, it kind of just goes on and up like this. This will all be stone that has been generated. Yeah, this is the water channel. Redstone line on top of these. I actually think I have the main build itself sort of dialed in now. That being said, I was never all that concerned at the actual cobblestone generator segment. It's more the exploding segment that I'm worried about. My lava pool is gradually getting smaller and smaller. I sincerely hope I have done everything correctly. I mean, this is looking good. This is looking how it's meant to look. Nice. Okay, I would say we are safe. I can start placing in the other ones. We now officially have a cobblestone generator. Now it's time to set up all of the clocks that connect to it. And I'll be totally honest, I do not have the time to work out why or how any of this machine is functioning. I am effectively a human printer at this point. Like, this circuit here seems like a really odd and strange way to do a redstone clock, but I mean, everything seems to be functional. And it is sending redstone signals correctly, and stone is being generated, which is excellent news. I need to turn this off before it fully clogs up. This part is where our TNT is going to be held. Now, I just need to go up and build the TNT duplicator, and I definitely don't have enough slime blocks for that, but I'm going to pinch them. These are desperate times. Not for me, actually. I'm rolling in resources at this point, but not slimes. I also need a dead coral fan, and the only person that has random stuff like that is Scar. Scar, the non-technical Minecrafter, always has everything required to build technical Minecraft builds. Goodness gracious me, I don't have time to interrogate this situation. I must say, I'm pretty shocked at the lack of a dead coral fan. There's almost definitely one in here, but I can't find it. I think I'm going to blow past the 12-hour mark, but only barely. The problem is, I've searched all this area, all of these oceans, and I don't remember a single warm one. Oh? This is looking promising. Well, I have 20 seconds left. My elytra is almost broken, and there is still no sign of a dead coral fan. Time is up. Phew, now I can stop sweating and actually get this build finished. Oh my gosh. 7,500 blocks. I flew to get here. I am taking as many as I could possibly take. And after maximum faffage, due to the timer being completed and me being totally relaxed, everything is now completed. Gonna be honest, team, I've checked this over tons of times. It should all be good, but there is potential that it's all going to explode. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to flick the lever, and we'll see if things start happening. Okay. Immediately. Immediately. Something weird has happened. That's honestly potentially more annoying than it exploding. I don't really understand how or what went wrong there. No way, I think I have a legitimate problem. Yet this coral gets moved by the top slime block machine and slides along these slime blocks. Which means I can't connect up the TNT. It wasn't a problem for this one because this one's already assembled, but I cannot rebuild this. Maybe something like this? Is this gonna work? Oh! Briefly! Almost! How about this? How's this looking? Yes? Yes! I think this is working! So after even more maximum faffage, this should be all primed and ready to go. Everything should be about to kick into action. I'm hoping I did the timings correct. That's looking good, right? That's looking good. So now, if I connect up this redstone, the generator should begin, the TNT should fall at the right time, and everything should be broken perfectly. Yes! Items are toilet bowling! I have got infinite cobblestone. I never have to mine cobblestone ever again. It is done. Problem solved. I never have to think about it ever again. Look at this. It's all just pouring into the middle. Oh my goodness. What a productive 12 hours turned 13 hours. This has been awesome. I am now good at Minecraft. I am sorted. I never have to think about anything ever again. I can now get back to the important stuff like building windmills and geese. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you all in the next video. See ya!